Most men spend their entire lives trying to be liked, trying to be perfect, trying to say the right thing at the right moment. And yet, she forgets them the second they walk out the door. Here's the brutal truth nobody wants to admit. Everything you've been taught about attraction is backwards. Complimenting her constantly doesn't work. Being available 24/7 doesn't work. Trying so hard to impress her that you lose yourself in the process? Completely counterproductive. The men women obsess over, the ones they text their friends about, the ones who live rent-free in their heads weeks after a single conversation, they're not doing what you think. They're doing 5 very specific things. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what those are. Especially number 4, because it flips the entire dynamic upside down in a way that almost no one talks about. Here's how we're going to break this down. 5 habits. Each one targets a different layer of how attraction actually works, psychologically, physically, and socially. These aren't tricks. They're not manipulation. They are the natural behaviors of a man who has figured himself out. And that, more than anything else, is what women cannot stop thinking about. Let's go. This one sounds like a contradiction. The first thing that makes a man unforgettable is not trying to be liked by her, not insulting her, not being cold, just treating her like a regular person, teasing her lightly, being a little self-assured, almost to the point of being playful about it, not bending over backwards to get her approval. Here's why it works. Every other man she meets is desperately trying to win her over from the first second. Compliments, favors, constant availability. Her brain goes on autopilot with those men. She already knows what they want, and it costs her nothing emotionally. But when you break that pattern, when you're not chasing her validation, her brain can't file you away. It keeps coming back to you, trying to figure you out. That uncertainty generates something incredibly powerful. Genuine interest. She wonders about you. And the men women wonder about are the men they can't forget. Most men avoid physical contact entirely because they're afraid of getting it wrong. That fear is exactly what holds them back. We're not talking about anything inappropriate. We're talking about a confident handshake, a light touch on the arm when making a point, a natural, grounded physical presence that says, without a single word, that you're comfortable in your own skin. Women are extraordinarily sensitive to physical language. They read it faster and more accurately than words. When a man initiates calm, appropriate physical contact without hesitation or awkwardness, it communicates one thing above everything else: security. He's not nervous. He's not seeking permission to exist in the space. He's just there, fully. That kind of energy leaves a mark that words never do. This one isn't about arrogance. It's about the quiet, unshakable sense that you don't need her, or anyone else, to validate who you are. It shows in how you speak, slowly, deliberately, without rushing to fill every silence. It shows in how you carry yourself, occupying space instead of shrinking into it. It shows in the way you talk about yourself. Here's the part that surprises most men. Women are not drawn to the man with no flaws. They are drawn to the man who is completely at peace with his flaws. If there's something about yourself you're insecure about, your height, your hairline, something you're working through, and you bring it up with total ease, even humor, that communicates a depth of self-acceptance that is rare, and rare things are magnetic. The man women can't forget is not perfect. He is settled. There is a profound difference. Now that you understand how to present yourself, there's one counterintuitive move that completely rewires how she sees you, and almost no one uses it. This is the one that nobody teaches, and it works in a way that is almost scientifically unfair. Think about the dynamic most men fall into. They're the ones doing everything, carrying things, helping with problems, being completely available the second she needs something. The result? They train her subconscious to see them as support staff, not someone she's drawn to. Now flip it. You ask her for something small, a recommendation, a quick opinion, a minor favor. What happens in her brain is immediate. There's a phenomenon in psychology called the Ben Franklin effect. When someone does us a favor, they don't just feel helpful. Their brain starts to justify the effort. Why did I do that for him? I must actually like him. The act of helping you makes her brain manufacture positive feelings toward you. You've gone from another guy who needs her attention to someone whose attention she wants to earn. That's a complete reversal. And it's one of the most powerful shifts you can engineer in any social interaction. Everything comes down to this. This is the single most powerful thing on this list. And it requires no words at all. The look, not a stare, not something aggressive or intense in a way that makes anyone uncomfortable. Something different, calm, direct, completely unhurried. The kind of eye contact that says, I know exactly what I feel, and I have no reason to hide it. Most men break eye contact too fast. They look away first, almost reflexively. It's a signal, even if unintentional, of low confidence, of anxiety, of needing her approval. She picks that up immediately, even if she couldn't explain why. Hold the look. Let her be the one who breaks away first. And then, slowly, let a slight trace of calm amusement cross your face. Not a smirk, not desperation, just the quiet confidence of a man who is exactly where he wants to be. That moment stays with her. Not for a day, not for a week. Much longer than that. 5 habits. No perfection required. No new wardrobe, no extra muscle, no scripted lines. What ties all 5 of these together is the same thing. A man who doesn't need to perform. A man who is so settled in who he is that he's not trying to be remembered. He just is. The men women obsess over are not the ones who gave them the most attention. They are the ones who made them feel something they couldn't quite explain. Stop trying to impress her. Start intriguing her. That shift alone changes everything. If this changed how you think about attraction, subscribe right now. Because every week I break down the psychology of confidence, presence, and what actually makes men stand out. Not theory. Practical, real-world behavior that works. And don't close this video yet, because if you want to know how to create this kind of presence from the very first message on your phone, click the video right here. I go deep into exactly what to say, what to avoid, and how to build attraction through conversation before you've even met in person. See you there.